So it's October. The UK Hypnosis Convention is next month, and in the lead up to the convention in recent years, I wanted to help set the tone and promote a notion that's close to my heart personally, and something I've been keen to impress each year at the convention. The author Shunryu Suzuki once wrote, "In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the experts, there are few." And the UK Hypnosis Convention welcomes people from all over the world, from a number of varying backgrounds and with different levels of experience, differing theoretical underpinnings supporting how they operate. And with the field of hypnosis and hypnotherapy being so diverse, and with so many people making varying contrasting claims about what is right and correct within the field, all the way from academia to frontline hypnotherapists. How do you balance that effectively at a convention such as ours? um, so I believe and have believed that you advise on adopting Shoshin, that concept I talk about often in Zen Buddhism, meaning beginner's mind. And when we refer to a beginner's mind, it refers to having an attitude of openness, of eagerness, a lack of preconceptions when studying a subject. Even when studying at an advanced level, you become just as a beginner in that subject would. And I've been keen for the convention, not to be an echo chamber where people attend in order to confirm what they already know, but instead to be healthily challenged, with a view to ultimately developing, and our field grows and develops as a result. And that's been one of my main aims for the convention in general. Its aims for the field. And when you allow yourself to be a true beginner, your mind it's empty, it's open, and this is incredibly important if we want to learn more within the hypnotherapy field, within the hypnosis field. And when people are so invested in what they've already learned, when they're so loyal to the way that they already do things, when they're so entrenched in an existing dogma, that all needs to be left at the door in order to truly learn new things. When I was keynote speaker at the inaugural UK Hypnosis Convention back in 2016, I spoke of this. And in subsequent years, when I took over the reins from Nick, I mentioned it every year, whether that was at the gala dinner or in videos preceding the event. And the danger that comes with collecting expertise, experts, and expertise as a notion, it stunts further growth. And we should all actually want the field of hypnotherapy to grow and to develop, not just to be confirmed as what we currently believe. So, I've always wanted the convention to provoke, but importantly, to do so respectfully and considerately, in a way that does not ostracize or unnecessarily offend others. And we found that difficult to manage at times, but I hope you've seen us genuinely doing our best to create an atmosphere of healthy skepticism, but also one of fellowship and respect. I do my best to promote forms of academic argumentation and being aware of cognitive bias. And I think this is important because we often tend to discount or ignore the information that disagrees with what we've learned previously, and agree with the information that confirms our current approach. That's confirmation bias right there. We think we are learning, we think we are developing, but in reality, we're steamrolling through information and conversations, waiting until we hear something that matches up with our current philosophy or previous experience, and end up cherry picking information to justify our current behaviors and beliefs. And many hypnotherapists or hypnosis professionals maybe don't want new information. They want validating information. And conferences, conventions, CPD trainings, advanced courses, they run the risk of attracting people invested in that approach already and not truly challenging those present, or offering them, anything that's new, or properly illuminating, or that requires, some further depth of thought. So, I'm recommending this year that you assume you are naive, that we all assume that we are naive. In a brilliant book, Fooled by Randomness, the author Nassim Taleb writes, I try to remind my group each week that we are all idiots and to know nothing, but we have the good fortune of knowing it. So this year, Sarah is going to mention this point during her welcome presentation to you all on the Friday morning. Tracy Grist is going to mention it in her closing keynote in some shape and form. And I'll mention it briefly again at the end of the gala dinner. It's a theme close to the heart and the ethos of the convention. And really, I wanted to put a video out today to remind you all of it. There's going to be a lot of our sort of final set of speaker videos over the next couple of weeks as we really gear up our efforts towards getting ready for November. As an attendee, when you watch presentations, when you study materials, when you read, when you relate with fellow professionals at the convention, maybe consider being humble, adopting a beginner's mind. We believe you'll learn so much more and have a much more stimulating, rewarding experience of the convention as a result. That's it. That's all you're going to hear from me for a little while. You may be thankful to know. My best wishes. I look forward to seeing you all in November.